Hey everybody, welcome back. It is December the 30th, and I just want to say that, I definitely recognize how everyone's response can seem like a tantrum in and of itself. The funny thing about tantrums generally are that a tantrum is typically an outlandish act of defiance, almost to the point of crying at the top of our lungs, which for adults we might want to identify as yelling, scorning of one another, berating. Have you ever been friends with somebody who is constantly like, F this person or F that person? You know, not just using the language just to use the language, but using it with an extreme prejudice. All of these words that I use just come to mind as I think about the topic that I'm trying to talk about here, which is that some of us seem to have overlooked the reason for the season that we have just experienced together. And when I say together, I want to challenge my viewership to think about it. How many of us were really together during these holiday experiences that we're having? Well, if we were all together, thank God for that, and also acknowledge to our Father that there are people who are not getting together for the family, for the season with their families. What about the people who are at war? What about the people who have crossed the border, so to speak? What about the people who have crossed to the other side of the ground, you know? All of these things are interesting concepts to think about. And in many cases, just the mere thought of our own mortality can cause panic. So some people might be more concerned with why I've got a headband on. Well, it happens to be that I was just getting some steps in and I got a little bit sweaty, and so generally I put a headband on in advance. And as far as why I had been performing in the garage playing music, the biggest main reason was that for this holiday season, I totally anticipated having friends and family want to participate in the reason for the season. But the more I talk about the reason for the season, it really doesn't matter what side we think we're on. We either tend to attract people who are at peace or not at peace. I mean, we attract both, but we tend to attract similar energies to what we are resonating. So if I'm resonating nothing but peaceful, positive music, even though it has an undertone of sadness, because that's what I've known for most of my reasons for the seasons, but that doesn't mean that the content that's coming from this experience is all so sad. So hope that makes sense. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember, this is pretty much it. I'm not going to be posting anymore on this channel. I just wanted to share an experience about what it takes to confront and then overcome and then succeed in the face of addiction. Thanks again. Until next time, stay tuned.